We're based in Berlin, in Germany, and Grand Masquerade is a story about our first experience coming to Germany or going to Berlin. Right now, if you go to Berlin, Berlin is a very exciting place. It's actually a bit like Austin, where there's a lot of startups, there's a lot of really creative people with energy that are coming to the city, and you feel that, it's palpable. The minute that you step foot into the city, you feel that creative energy. But there's also, next to this creative energy, a kind of darkness, a scar from the city's history. Because if you were in Berlin 40 years ago, there would be a wall that would cut through the very center of the city. And so, depending on which side of that wall you lived on, there was kind of social conditioning that was going on. Two very different competing world ideologies and systems, each convinced that their way was better than the other one. And on one side of that wall, the east side, the consequence of sort of having beliefs or thoughts that were contrary to that conditioning could have meant your life. And so people started to put on masks. They started to hide things about themselves. They started to, if they had a thought that didn't fit within the worldview or within the political or social view that was being pushed upon them, they suppressed it. They hid it from their families, they hid it from their friends, from all the people and things that they cared about, they wore a mask. And so this song is about that mask, about knowing that it's there, and it starts to burn at your face. It starts to drive you insane. And as you're walking through the streets, you go through this kind of roller coaster about whether you will decide to keep or remove the mask and shout from the steps what it is that you've been hiding, or whether you will kind of walk around forever in the streets in a kind of masked conformity.